Welcome to the broadcast. We have a lot that we're going to be covering today. For those who don't know me, I'm Brandon Eastman with Be Better Industries. And today we're going to talk about how you can enroll clients and make money online without an audience, without paid advertisements, and without a website in just 5 days. That's right. With this information we're going to be talking about, you can literally go and enroll your next client or even your first client within just 5 days. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, Brandon, I've heard this before. Brandon, I've tried many different methods. I bought a course on ads. I paid a graphic designer to make my logos. I had the website built. Brandon, I've tried all of these things and none of them have worked for me. Listen, I'm with you. I was in the same exact boat, and I'm going to give you my story and let you know where I'm coming from in just a little bit here. But it's not your fault that you're not where you want to be yet. Whether you're brand new at this, whether you're intermediate, or whether you're advanced. The big guys don't want you to get to where you want to get to because then they can't sell you their courses and their programs and their coaching and all of those different things. The reality is their goal is to overwhelm you, okay? My goal throughout this presentation and afterwards is to help empower you and encourage you to either start your online business and make money in this business or to continue it, to scale it, to put systems in place and reach and impact even more people in a beautiful, in a positive way. That's my goal for you. Now, this presentation here is geared towards two specific types of people. You might be watching this and you are a complete beginner. You know that you want to start your online service-based business. Maybe you have all services. Maybe you do have physical products that you want to offer as well. And this framework that we talk about, these 3 steps today, will help you to do that as well. Or you're an intermediate online business owner. You've already made some money in the space and you're wondering, Brandon, how can I make more money in this space? How can I reach even more people? And how can I make a greater impact? Now, like I mentioned, there's a lot of information out there with a lot of people whose goal it is to overwhelm you. And I was in that overwhelmed state for 2 years before I made my first dollar online. And if you're like me, then you're in business for a year now. You've got the website, the branding, all these things that we were told that we need in order to build a successful online business, but you haven't made money yet, okay? My ultimate goal for you in this talk today and afterwards is I want to help you understand that the only way for you to grow your online business and enroll new clients is through one thing specifically: sales. Sales is the lifeblood of your business. Without sales, there is no business. If you currently work for a company, you might notice they put a lot of emphasis on sales, a lot of reporting around sales, a lot of training around sales. And this is because a website's great. Logos are great. Business cards are really cool. It can make it look like you've done a lot of things. It can make you seem like you're really, really busy and successful. But without sales, there can be no such thing as success. Because without sales, you cannot reach more people. But so many people think of sales in their online business as manipulation, as something they don't want to do. People think of sales as something they weren't even born to do. Some people say, Brandon, sales just isn't for me. And that is the farthest thing from the truth, because you are literally selling every single day of your life. Not a day goes by where you're not selling. But not just sales. I want to help you focus on one specific element of sales and to help you understand that the only way to sell in today's world, in today's digital marketplace and economy, is by focusing on what we call relationship sales. And I'm going to show you the 3-step formula here in a few minutes that will help you to focus on relationship sales, that will help you enroll your next client practically immediately and definitely within the next 5 days if you put this framework to use. So if you've got a notebook handy, awesome. Take notes. Because if you simply listen to everything we talk about today, you'll maybe remember about 20% of it. However, if you take notes and you listen, even if you never look at those notes again, you'll take away 40 to 50% of what we talk about. But if you listen, like you already are because you're awesome, take notes and you review your notes of what we went over here afterwards, then you'll take away 90% or more of this information. Now you're probably wondering, Brandon, who are you? Why should I listen to you? Some of you may know me, some of you may not. And when I started my coaching business, I was focused on the wrong things. I started my coaching business in 2019. And I wanted to become a coach because I've been in sales since I was 18 years old. But like I said, I think we've all been in sales literally since we were born. But out of high school, I joined a sales company. And I loved sales very much. I didn't know it at the time, but after I was a couple months in, I learned to love sales very much because I learned that you earn what you put into it. The more that you do, the more that you earn. The more conversations you have with people, the more that you make. The more offers you make to other people, the more that you sell. And I became obsessed with sales. I became obsessed with making money. I was earning over six figures with this sales company by the age of 19, almost 20, but I was 19 at the time. And I was buying all these things I didn't need. I was buying the BMWs. I was buying the nice apartment that was over our heads. I was buying all the guitars. I was buying built and custom computers because I was a gamer. And I just got myself into tons of debt. Okay. And I was in a very dark place when I was 20 to 21 years old. I was overweight at this point. I was a negative person. You wouldn't have wanted to listen to a live video with the older 20 to 21-year-old Brandon. And it got to the point where I was making a lot of money, but I was significantly and severely depressed. And I had a mentor who said, Brandon, you can change your life. And I said, well, I want to become a leader in the company. And he's like, there's no way you're going to become a leader in this company until you can lead yourself. And I said, what do you mean? He said, Brandon, no one's going to respect you until you respect you. And he gave me a book to read. And the book is called The Secret. And it's by Rhonda Byrne. The premise is your thoughts become things. But the significance of this event was this was the first time that I heard of personal development and self-growth. And I became obsessed with this world. Within 6 months, I lost over 60 pounds. Within 8 months, I was promoted in the company. Within a year, I had eliminated all of the credit card debt that I found myself in. And within 3 years, I found myself at the very top of the company that I was working for, asking myself, what's next? And for me, that was opening my own business to reach even more people. I wanted to write a book. I wanted the website. I wanted to speak in front of massive crowds of people, and I still do, and I have had the opportunity to do some of these things, which is incredible. But in 2019, when I started, I was focused on all of the wrong things in my coaching business. And you might be thinking, well, I think I am focusing on those wrong things too, because I'm a year into this and I'm not making hardly any money. I'm still working a job that I don't like, and I'm wondering how I can take this business to the next level. When I started, I read all these blogs and watched videos on the importance of a logo, a website, and business cards. And I started creating products without even understanding that you can't just create a product hoping that people like it. You have to go out and actually ask people, what do you want? What are your goals? What are the obstacles that are holding you back from those goals? And then you create a product around that. But I didn't understand it. And it got to the point where now I'm 2 years into my business. It's 2021 now. I haven't hardly I made some money, like maybe less than $100. And I was very frustrated because I wasn't making even nearly the progress that I wanted to make. And I remember a friend of mine said, Brandon, I've been working with this coach now for a long time. And he's helped me significantly. He's helped to guide me in the right direction. He's helped me to become accountable. And I said, really? And I started talking more about it, like what's it cost, stuff like that. And this coach was $1,000 a month. And at that point, I was still working my full-time job, so I had the income coming in. And I recommend that for you too. It's good to have that income coming in while you're building your business. I'm not a big believer in just jumping off the cliff, hoping that you'll survive, and survival being your business being successful, right? So I had the income. $1,000 a month was pretty tight, but I was like, you know what? I need to try something else. And I started working with this coach. And the main thing that he taught me was the importance of understanding your ideal client and the importance of building real relationships with your clients. You can't just make a product and think of people as someone that you can sell to and just go out there and sell. You have to think of the person first, and you have to think of even your online interactions as you would think of them as if you were at a cocktail party or a networking event. It's the same exact thing. And it sounds weird to say it, but I had been neglecting the whole idea of building relationships with my ideal client because I was thinking about scale before I had even made my first sale. And scale, growing your business past the $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 mark, that is something that you'll think about later on. I'm not going to talk to you today about scaling. I'm going to show you how you can start making money in your online business right now in less than 5 days. Start enrolling your clients, whether they're at a $2,000 price point, a $3,000, a $5,000, a $10,000 price point, whatever the result is that you're going to get for people. And after I started working with this coach 6 months in, he helped me implement the steps that I'm going to show you today. And since then, I've created a community of high-ticket clients, a small community of people who are paying a good amount of money to have me help them reach their desired outcome. And in the community, they help each other as well. It's a mastermind. It's a community where we have mastery sessions every single week. And I've been able to create a podcast with over 180 episodes. It's given me clarity. It's given me confidence that allows me to know what to do next with the next products that I create. I don't tell you any of these things about having clients and having a podcast that generates clients and having clarity and confidence. I don't tell you these things to brag. That's the last thing I'm here to do. There are people who are 50 steps ahead of me, right? But I learned that it's best to learn from the person who's only 1 step ahead of you. 2 steps ahead, maybe at max 3 steps ahead, because that person is most relatable and that person has recently walked your journey. I tell you these things not to brag or impress you. I tell you these things to impress upon you what you can do in your business in a very short amount of time. I went the hard way. It took me 2 years. If you take what I've learned in the last 2 years and I'm going to compress them into this presentation here, and if you apply them immediately, you will significantly improve your business and begin making sales in your business. So you're probably wondering, Brandon, what the heck are these 3 different steps? Let's start with step number 1, which is step number 1 is you must, step number 1 and foremost, you must identify your ideal client and serve them at the highest level possible. When I started in 2019, I ran ads to worldwide. You can choose where you want to run ads to. I ran my ads worldwide. Globally is what you type in. And I targeted anybody who was interested in personal development. And I got a lot of video views. I had a lot of people joining my email list even. But what I learned is I had an entire hodgepodge of people from all over the world with different professions, different interests, different problems. Because if you're interested in personal development, your problem could be your weight. Your problem could be your relationships. Your problem could be your finances. It's not specific at all. You've probably heard the quote, by attempting to help and serve everybody, you are in effect helping nobody. By trying to help everyone, you are helping no one. But listen, I understand. At the beginning, I wanted to help everyone. I said, I want to make a drastic and positive difference on thousands of people and millions of people. And I don't care who you are, whether you're a business owner, a single mom, a teenager, a school teacher, a college student, a graduate, no matter who you were, I wanted to help you. But that's not the strategy. If you look at people like Tony Robbins and while he was here, Jim Rohn and Les Brown and Robin Sharma and Mel Robbins and all of these people, they reach everybody. But at the beginning, they were laser focused. That's the first blank here that I want you to fill into your notes. You must become laser focused on who you want to serve. Okay? And when it comes to the people that you want to serve, it's not about understanding people at a very, very surface level. You must learn and know everything about them. You have to know everything about these people. Because when I was targeting everybody, I made 0 sales. I had over 1,000 people on my email list. I created a course on goal setting. It was called Life Designing Secrets. And I created the course without having a target audience in mind. The course was for anybody who wanted to create goals in their life. And I effectively sold, I think, 30 copies of this course. And the course was $47. And I sold 30 to 40 copies of the course. It's an online course. But I had over 1,000 people on my list. The reality is, if you know who your target client is, you can have 100 target clients in your audience and grow your business exponentially. You don't need that many clients. One of my biggest mistakes was focusing on selling a lot of people a lower ticket product versus focusing on helping a smaller amount of people with a much higher priced, what we like to call high ticket product or service, which is now what I focus on today, along with a membership style subscription, because those are what best complement the quality of life that I want to live and the way that I love to serve my clients. But that's going to be different for everybody. So the first thing that you must do before you go any further is identify your ideal client and serve them at the highest level possible. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't really need this, I'm different than you, Brandon, then you really shouldn't finish this video. You should really leave the video, because you're just going to continue wasting more of your time. Take it from me, someone who's been doing this now for 3 years. You want to identify your ideal client. Now, when I started focusing on who my ideal client was, it was sales professionals. And now it's sales professionals and online business owners. Those are my 2 main ideal clients. And really, it's under one umbrella of sales professionals. So you must identify your ideal client. The second thing you must do is, once you've identified them, now it's time to create your high ticket product or service. We call this the signature system that delivers a specific result to your client. The biggest thing that a lot of us get into is the idea that we are selling coaching. You, as a coach, as a business owner, you are not selling coaching. You are not selling your individual product. People don't buy soap. People are buying a clean body. People don't buy a toothbrush. People are buying clean teeth. But the thing is, people aren't even really buying clean teeth or a clean body. They're buying a great feeling about themselves. Because when you're clean, how do you feel about yourself? When you're clean, what kind of other people do you attract? Yes, usually other clean people. Not always, but that's generally the case. So it's important for you to have a signature system that allows you to deliver a specific result to people. And you might be wondering, well, what's the result that I deliver for people? Well, at the beginning of my journey, I was selling coaching. I was selling one-on-one coaching for like $50 an hour. And think about that. If you're selling coaching for $50 an hour or even $100 an hour, then you have to have like 20 clients before you're self-sufficient. People don't want to buy coaching. People don't think they need coaching. People want a specific result. Things only changed for me once I created my first signature system, which was called, and it's still around, it's called the Be Better Bootcamp. It's a 6-week experience to help people improve their life professionally and personally. And I launched the Be Better Bootcamp with my target client being sales professionals. And this was the first time that I launched a product and practically filled the bootcamp. Even though I was only targeting about 50 to 100 people, I got 10 to 15 people in that bootcamp. And I've had many more in the bootcamps as time has gone on here. So what's the specific result that you're going to get for people? The result that I wanted for people when I created my Be Better Bootcamp was I want to help you amplify your success and perform at your peak. People don't want a mastermind. People don't want accountability. People don't just want a community. People want accountability that will help them achieve this result. People want a community that will help them achieve this result. So when it comes to creating a signature system with a result, it's important to know this. What problems does your ideal client face? What problems are they encountering? And this is why understanding who your ideal client is first and foremost. Because if you know who that is, you can go to them and you can say, hey, I'm putting together a system that helps people like you. I'm curious, what are the main problems or obstacles that you are facing in your life or your business? People will tell you. People love to talk about their problems, hoping that there will be a solution. And the cool thing is, these can be your first future prospective clients because you're already beginning to build a relationship with them by asking them these questions. And by all means, even before your system is here, before your product is here, add value to them now, help them now, because by the time you create the system, they're probably going to want to be a part of that system. So what problems does your ideal client face? And let's see what I was trying to say here. What blank would them? Really, the main thing here after you identify the problems they face is what path would most benefit them? So when you're creating your system, it's hard putting blank sometimes because you forgot what you were even trying to say. When you're creating your system, think about the path and the process that will most benefit them. So now you understand, as an example, that maybe you're helping somebody to release weight or you're helping somebody to eliminate debt. Well, think about how you went through that same process. Because generally, if you're a financial coach, if you're a fitness coach, then you've done these things in your own life. You've created these transformations for yourself. You've eliminated debt and have felt better about it. You maybe have released weight. So what process or path did you follow that helped you to get to the result? This is how you create a signature system. Put the process together. Step 1, step 2, step 3, maybe a max of 5 steps. Give it a really cool name and understand that this is the process that leads them to a specific result. Step 2, create a signature system that delivers them a specific result. And then the third step, once you identify your ideal client, once you create the signature system for them, the third step is to use social media to find and enroll your ideal client. A lot of new coaches and new online business owners think that posting every single day is all they need in order to build an audience and make sales. I was posting every single day on Facebook, and I was doing it wrong, by the way. I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, I was on YouTube, I was on Twitter, I was everywhere trying to post every single day. And I was spending like 3 hours a day just posting on social media. Can you relate? You might be in the same exact boat. And I learned that this isn't creating clients for me. Sure, it built my audience a little bit, but that didn't result in sales because I wasn't even focused on who my ideal client was. So only once you identify your ideal client, you create the signature system that will bring them from where they are now to the result that they want. Only once you do those things, then it's time to use social media to enroll your ideal client. And no, it does not involve posting every single day. There are strategies that you can employ. And posting every single day, once you have the signature system, can help you, but it's just not the case, at least at the beginning. So the very first thing is to build your signature system first. Build your signature system first. And once you have that, you can use whatever your social media platform of choice is in order to find your ideal client and begin having conversations with them. Build your signature system and build relationships first. Because think about it, if your signature system, and by the way, it should be this much, if it's $3,000 to help somebody over the course of 6 weeks or 8 weeks, you only need 5 clients in order to be 500% higher in business than where you were before. If you're enrolling clients for $3,000 for an 8-week program, let's do the math. You only need to enroll maybe 2 of these clients every single month to be bringing in $6,000 a month or pretty close to it. If you only need to be enrolling 2 clients every single month in order to reach your income goal as an online business owner, and by the way, your income goal might be $15,000, $20,000, simply either increase your price or make more offers. If this is the case, you only need to be building relationships with a small group of people. So find people on your social media platform, connect with them, add them as a friend, follow them, engage on their content, get in their messages and ask them what their goals are. Ask them for their goals, ask them what their challenges are, and if your signature system can help them to overcome those challenges, then the second step here is to make offers every single day. Make offers every single day. If you are making offers, it's inevitable that you will sell your signature system. And you might offer your signature system to 20 people and one says yes, and you just earned $3,000 in your business. But most importantly, now you have a human being who you can make an actionable impact on that person's life. I have been laser focused on using LinkedIn as my platform of choice, building relationships, finding people using the sales navigator function or just the search bar function, and starting conversations that lead to building a relationship, that lead to a client. Understand that you don't sell your signature system. People choose to be a part of your signature system. This isn't some kind of old school sales technique. This isn't anything like that. This is building relationships with your ideal client, creating a signature system that will help your ideal client solve their problems, and then finding them on social media by searching for their job title, their company, their interests, whatever it might be, and starting conversations with them. And then making offers every single day, because making offers is the #1 income producing activity that you can focus on in your business in order to grow your business and make money online. And you can do all of this within just 5 days if you get to work now. If you identify your ideal client, create your signature system and find them and start conversations and make offers, there is no doubt that you will be successful in your online business. Now, you might be thinking, this is amazing. I know I can do this. I know I'd be successful and make headway in my business if I followed these 3 steps alone. And you will. You will make progress, slow but steady progress, and that might be all you need, which is incredible. Now, I created something for those people who want to take that next step, who want to join a community of people just like them, to implement these 3 steps faster at higher quality of performance. And what I created is something called the Sell Your Expertise 5-Day Challenge, which is going to help you enroll new clients in less than 1 week. It's going to help you to build your successful and profitable online business, no matter what success means to you. Success could be, I want to be earning $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month. It might be earning an extra $2,000 a month through your coaching business or your speaking business or whatever service-based, purpose-driven business that you're in online. Success means something different for you than the next guy. And I'm going to show you in this 5-day challenge how to sell in the digital age that we're in today. You're probably thinking, this thing must be expensive. Don't worry. I made this accessible for literally everybody because I want to help even more people practice these 3 steps. Because if you do, it means you're going to be reaching your goals while helping a bunch of other people, your clients, reach their own goals at the same exact time. So let me show you what's involved in all of this. You're going to get complete on-demand access to the entire 5-day challenge. You can go through it at your own pace. If it takes you 2 weeks to get through it, then hey, you still got through it, right? But it is a 5-day challenge that you can revisit at any point. The value on that is $279 alone. You're going to get a complete guided workbook that you will use as you go through this challenge, with spaces for you to take notes, spaces for you to answer specific questions that help you to identify your ideal client, that help you to identify even what your expertise even is if you're a complete beginner in business. It's going to help you optimize your social media profiles. It's going to help you find and enroll those clients. I literally walk you through in the 5-day challenge exactly how to search on social media, LinkedIn specifically, for your ideal client. I literally guide you through everything with over 2.5 hours of content that will show you each of these 3 steps and more, and you get a workbook to guide you through that exact process. And the value on this is $47. You're going to get lifetime access to all of the recordings, so you can revisit this in a month or 6 months or a year to scale even more and to take it to the next level, or to train your new team how to do this. You're going to have access to the recordings, which are $99 alone in value. And what's even most important, and the most you're going to take out of this experience comes from this, is you'll be invited to join the private WhatsApp community of people who are also running online businesses as coaches, as content creators, as course creators, service-based, purpose-driven businesses. You're going to be part of a WhatsApp community on your phone or your computer, whatever you prefer, that with people who will help you with the challenges you're currently facing. I'm in the community. I will help you as you go through the challenge. And it's also to share your progress and help other people along the way. There's no value on that. It is quite literally priceless. Now, you're probably wondering, that looks expensive. Well, check it out. All of the value of those things comes to at least $425. But again, I wanted to make this accessible for everybody. And to join this 5-day challenge right now, to pre-register, because it begins on April 12th, to pre-register, it's literally going to cost you an investment of $20.22. A $20 bill, and then 2 nickels and 2 pennies, or 2 dimes and 2 pennies. Again, not the best at math. That's why I do what I do. $20.22, and you get all of those things. Now, even if all this did was help you to create your signature system, would that be worth $425? If all this 5-day challenge did was help you to optimize your social media profile and give you a powerful social media strategy, would that be worth $425? If all this did was help you to identify your ideal clients and build relationships with them, would that be worth $425? I think you're nodding your head right now. You're going to get all of this for $20.22. Now, the 5-day challenge, the workbook, all the recordings in the private community, the challenge officially begins on April 12th. However, the pre-sale is open now. And depending on when you're watching this, the challenge has already begun, and you can join and start on day 1 whenever you'd like. So to get enrolled in this, literally go to the link in the description or click the button below, or you might be watching this on the checkout page. Wherever you are, you can find where you need to go to enroll in this challenge at bebetterindustriescom/expertise. bebetterindustries.com/expertise. I want to help as many people as possible build their successful and profitable online business so that they can create exponential impact for all of the people that they're helping and serving. And this is the greatest next step for you to do just that. If you have any questions with the Sell Your Expertise Challenge, any questions with any of the 3 steps that we talked about, go to the comments. Let me know what your questions are. Let me know what you thought. And when you're ready to enroll in the Sell Your Expertise Challenge, go to this link and I'll see you on the other side. Until we talk again next time, continue to be better.